The California Highway Patrol, or CHP for short, is a California state law enforcement agency that falls under the California State Transportation Agency, or CSDA for short. The CHP is the primary state law enforcement agency in California and is responsible for enforcing state motor vehicle and traffic laws throughout the state of California. They specifically enforce the California Vehicle Code. However, they have authority to enforce any state law they witness violated. The California Highway Patrol, or CHP, as its name suggests, primarily operates on California highways, specifically interstate and state highways. However, they are also responsible for protecting certain important state officials, such as the governor of California, and certain state buildings, such as the California State Capitol. The California Highway Patrol, unlike most other state police departments, identifies its officers as officers, not troopers. The reason why I'm pointing that out is the majority of primary state police departments identify their officers as troopers, state troopers, and not officers. So it is unusual for a state police department to identify their officers as officers. Specific duties of the CHP include facilitating the speed of traffic on California highways, which they do through regular patrols and traffic enforcement, issuing citations and arrests for state-level violations, investigating car crashes and incidents taken on California highways, responding to incidents and emergencies taken on California highways, such as 911 calls, car crashes, etc. They also respond. Another duty of them is responding to incidents that take place on any state building. So basically, if a call has been made at a California DMV facility, the California Highway Patrol would be the first to respond to that call, because California DMVs are operated by the state of California, and therefore that is where the CHP has its dominating authority over. That is pretty much it for their core responsibilities. The CHP, despite its name, has statewide jurisdiction throughout California, and is not bound to highways in any form or way. However, with that being said, there are limits. So basically, the CHP can't just operate statewide for any reason it wants. It has to be actively enforcing state laws in order to enter municipal zones. So, for example, city roadways would be considered municipal zones. So, yes, the CHP does absolutely have statewide jurisdiction. It doesn't need to tell municipal or county cops what it's doing when it enters a city. However, if it's conducting local law enforcement duties like school speed enforcement, then that's a problem. Then they could be then they could get into some legal troubles for basically impersonating the duty of a local law enforcement officer. The CHP has some of the most toughest and rigorous training courses in all of state law enforcement. In fact, many of their past recruits have compared the training courses of the CHP to the training courses of the U.S. military. And they compared that because they are basically similar in difficulty. The CHP trains at the CHP Academy for 26 weeks. Again, their officers are trained rigorously, and they are trained in multiple techniques, including vehicle techniques, such as the ability to issue pursuit. They're also taught how to issue citations and arrests. They're also taught how to correctly use firearms. They're also taught how to conduct DUI investigations, and multiple other techniques. The CHP is broken down into divisions, then units. The Air Operations Division and the Protective Services Division are probably one of the most unique divisions of the CHP, as they solely and explicitly conduct specialized operations. Besides from that, each CHP division has its own patrol units and special response units. And that includes the Air Operations Division and the Protective Services Division. Patrol units, as you can probably guess, conduct regular CHP patrols. And then when it comes to SRT units, they conduct. They are basically the CHP's version of SWAT. They conduct specialized operations for the CHP.